undeniable by definition, incapable of being denied or disputed, unquestioned as to quality and merit. Synonyms: evident, clear, certain. Nothing is more clear than Yusuke Urameshi embodying the word undeniable. From the moment you take a glimpse into his world, he is undoubtably the protagonist, but his overall feel is different from that of a traditional anime protagonist like Son Goku or Gon Freaks. He is naturally against the grain and does as he pleases in life. Yusuke is as real as it gets, and that's what makes the character analysis on him so admirable. He is flawed, initially unrealized, and a hilarious leader that keeps growing his wisdom until the final episode. The deeper we dig into his psychology and soul, the more you begin to want to live a life a lot more like Yusuke Urameshi. My initial impression of Yusuke is that he's a solitary, quick-tempered, witty, troubled soul who is not wise but has the potential to be great. He is a street-savvy, good-looking kid who has a very small circle involving two people, his single alcoholic mother and his childhood best friend and love interest, Keiko. His small circle only grows a handful of close friends by the end of the series, which tells me that Yusuke does not tolerate bullshit, kiss asses, and essentially people who do not interest him in the slightest. An interesting fact is that the majority of people in his close circle are people and demons he defeated in near-death combat. Also, some of the main villains of Yu Yu Hakusho like Toguro and Sensui are extremely valuable and important to his growth and treasures what he learned from them. People with deep passion are usually the ones that stand out to Yusuke, which I believe makes him an incredible analyzer and a detector of realness. His time to him is valuable, and he'd rather not waste it on schooling or oftentimes doing the morally right thing. He is 14 years old, but he has a sailor's mouth. He often takes a drink or two, and also comes and goes as he pleases. With his quick temperament comes fights, and with fights we see how incredible, agile, and strong Yusuke Urameshi is. He often fights Kuwabara, in due time his best friend, and whoops his ass accordingly. The passion Kuwabara shows each and every day catches Yusuke's attention and in turn makes them extremely close. In fact, if it wasn't for Toguro mindfully killing Kuwabara, Yusuke would have lost in the Dark Tournament and never realized his incredible true potential. Yusuke is abrasive in nature. He punches or yells at his close friends when things aren't going according to expectations, and there are also instances where he embarrasses people regularly and it doesn't seem to bother him one bit. He believes that anyone could be full of shit or vice versa. His difficult, testy nature, though, has led him to new heights only normal people can dream of achieving. Yusuke is always hungry for someone strong and new to fight, never content with what he knows. He is foolishly hungry, so the thought of not knowing much will always help him delve into new obstacles. His growth is unstoppable. That's what makes him so dangerous. Yusuke's redeeming qualities are easily the fact that he has high moral character, he never backs down, he will sacrifice his life for what he loves, he will mock you before he kicks your ass, he will show you respect when you kick his, he loves and hurts deeply, and his major transformations occur when something hits his soul in a positive or a negative way. Nothing else besides what matters to him. He saved the earth from demons over and over again. He sacrificed years to training and becoming the most fearless, feared soul in the living and demon world. In the 4 years we see Yusuke Urameshi, one thing is clear. He is and isn't the same person he was when we first met him. He still is that badass, fearless, savvy, street-smart, loyal kid, but at the same time he's not as standoffish. His circle of close friends grew in numbers, he appreciates and loves more earnestly, he treats Keiko with true love as he does his best friends. The fact that he has true friends is an accomplishment, but the experiences with Toguro and Sensui indefinitely transformed Yusuke Urameshi. Prior to Toguro, Yusuke would have dealt with grief in a negative way, but Toguro saw his potential and taught him through their incredible fight how to cope with grief. Yusuke feels such a deep pride because he succeeded where Toguro didn't, and did not get into madness or hate in his grief of Kuwabara dying, rather realizing his true potential. Sensui was a spirit detective like Yusuke, but he had trouble seeing how humans torture demons, which in turn made Sensui's grief incredibly powerful and, in a sense, fulfilled. Yusuke's demon father, Rasen Mazaku, instilled power in Yusuke to defeat Sensui, but Yusuke did not want to win his battle with borrowed power. Although Yusuke felt the need to fight Sensui again, not with his demon power, Sensui said to him in his final breath before dying, "But then I saw you, Urameshi, demonized in a human's body, but then humanized in a demon's. You dissolved the barriers between us as I never could imagine. Now I can rest. Urameshi, you are the justice I could never find. Great changes will come through you. Someday, where you are lying in my position, you'll know what dying man's need for closure. But until then, thank you." Genkai was a nurturing trainer, mother figure Yusuke needed to grow and change. He brought her back to life after winning the Dark Tournament because he truly loves her. She is the first person he felt deep emotion for, so I believe that without Genkai, Togoru, and Sensui, Yusuke would be wandering around aimlessly in life without fulfilling what he is meant to be. They needed him just as much as he needed them. Yusuke realizes that and will forever be remembered. Yusuke realizes that and will forever remember the elder figures in his life, good or bad, as souls who have transformed his life forever and will thank them in gratitude for what they contributed to his journey. His close friends and Keiko will always be there for him, and he can truly show them love the way he learned how to from his motivational team of masters, demons, and incredibly powerful, intellectually stimulating, and morally thought-provoking lessons for Yusuke. I don't know what you're trying to pull, but I'm not into this kinky stuff, Yusuke tells Genkai, as she applies spirit cups to him and makes sure he is capable of beating Togoru in the Dark Tournament before the tournament even started. The wisdom Genkai has is boundless, as is the energy Yusuke possesses. She sees massive potential in him, and the way they banter and lightheartedness during heavy-hearted moments is what makes her relationship to Yusuke so special. Ah, not this speech again, Yusuke tells Genkai, and she's about to inform him again on his potential. Shut up, Genkai simply replies. It is the epitome of loving, healthy relationship for Yusuke. Although Genkai is one of the main reasons Yusuke grows his soul, Pooh is actually what softens Yusuke through the entire beginning of the anime. His rage and sadness is built to an insane level when he sees his spirit animal struggling to stay alive, all the while trying to keep him alive at the same time. It's transformative because Pooh is Yusuke, so for him to watch his inner self being brought down and retaliate with all the force, love, passion, energy, and spirit, it is a reminder to us that Yusuke never gives in. He'd rather die trying. Yusuke succeeded and saved Pooh, which is also himself, and grew tremendously. In my opinion, special moments like this is what makes a true to soul person right there. And in the beauty of Yusuke is that he does this over and over and over again. As his strength grows, so does his love, his wisdom, and character. By the end of the anime, Yusuke Urameshi is in the top 1% of all beings, living or dead, when it comes to his spirit energy and strength. He retained feelings for those he killed, but transformed him indefinitely. He also loves those, and will cherish them in the living. He never succumbed to society and schooling, but we all know his journey was destined to be much deeper than that. Over the 4 years we got to learn about Yusuke, I hope we all can agree that he is a very special member of anime, and undeniably among the most badass, loyal, witty, and limitless characters in the history of the genre. Thank you.